one button at a time, to know for sure. "Hello, Miss What's Not to Like over there?" Mia waved her hands in front of me. "How about, he's a waiter?" She said waiter like it was synonymous with drug dealer. "For all you know, he has someone like me." She paused to pat her belly. "Waiting at home." Wyatt himself, the possible philandering druggie, saved me from answering by swooping in with a tray of desserts. "Ladies?" He offered an array of coma-inducing indulgences. Mia reeled in a towering brownie, a slab of red velvet cheesecake, and a mini eclair. "Olivia, do you want something from—" "I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?" I didn't. Wyatt's eyes met mine for the length of a heartbeat. Then he smiled at Mia. "My name's Wyatt." "No thanks." Adorable. I glanced at his left hand. No ring. Not even an untanned suggestion of one. I tipped my wineglass in Mia's direction. "I'll share hers." Mia glared at me. "Only if the baby's full." She slid a benign fruit tart off the tray and handed it to me. "Just in case." Sometimes with Mia, resistance is futile. I held the tart on my lap like a bomb that would detonate if I moved. One blueberry toppling onto my dress, and I would explode. Wyatt lingered for a moment, but no chance was I navigating this tart to my mouth while he stood in front of us. His eyes grazed me. My skin shivered watching him. Then he said, "Enjoy," and turned to the next table. Was he referring to the dessert, or you're staring at him? Mia examined the eclair, as if it might be defective, then sent it down to the baby. "You're actually blushing. Hormonal adolescent jolt?" She looked at me wide-eyed, as if she hoped the answer weren't the one she suspected. I relocated the tart to the table, stood, and smoothed the front of my gown, and scanned the crowd for a broad-shouldered waiter with ink-black hair. "I'm getting a drink. Want anything?" And without waiting for her to answer, I said, "It's been months since I've been able to engage in harmless ogling. Really. Where could this go?" Mia shrugged. "Bryce was a waiter when I met him. That's where it could go." The three of us stayed after the auction officially ended, so Bryce could talk to Colin. That's how we learned Wyatt and Colin were friends. They'd met during high school, then later worked together as cooks at a French Quarter hotel. When Colin left to start his catering business, Wyatt offered to help. The next morning, Bryce and Mia had reservations for the Sunday jazz brunch at the Court of Two Sisters. Colin had invited Wyatt, and the night before, I had invited myself when Mia told me their plans. I met them at their hotel. Bryce opened the door, looked at his shoeless wife, and tapped his watch. "Reservations, remember?" Mia huffed and puffed, demonstrating an alarming contortionist move to reach her bare foot. If there wasn't a volleyball in my stomach, I might be able to buckle these sandals. She leaned back in the chair, her arms flopped over the side. Her face waved the white flag of surrender. Bryce looked at her, his expression a caress so tender, I felt as if I'd just intruded on a private moment. He kneeled in front of her, propped one leg up, and helped Mia with her shoes. "And this," Mia said to me, "is the kind of man you want to be the father of your child." As we were leaving their hotel room, she informed me she'd Googled Wyatt and unearthed as much information as she could. "For your own good, since you seem so fascinated with him." By the time the elevator doors opened to the lobby, she'd ticked off all the details on her list. He was 23. She couldn't find any siblings. There was no mention of college, and he worked as a sous chef at one of the Brennan restaurants.